happy to note that the over 6,000 mental health spends approximately the 4,500 doctors participating, and I am happy to welcome all of you, particularly in Hyderabad, and which is my parliamentary constituency also. I wish and I welcome all of you in this evening to participate in this global conference. And the delegates, those who are attending from China, Germany, United Kingdom, Australia, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Japan, Thailand, Malaysia, Bhutan. And really, this conference, the song which we heard, which gives that one should lead happy life. Happy life means it is not a commercial life. Nowadays, the more and more commercialization is taking place. The happiness of the life comes through spiritualism. Spiritualism needs the concentration. And I am very happy to say that one should have Swami Vivekananda, the great spiritual leader. He said, a sound body is a sound mind. Sound body also needs. That's why the healthcare needs body, mind and soul. These three things are inclusive one. That's why in the health policy also, in the healthcare also, the physical health, mental health, this is very much needed. But you are all psychiatrist doctors. You are well aware of that. I need not explain the health and healthcare to all of you. But the concept of health needs to be understood in a holistic way. The mental health is an important component of the health as defined by the World Health Organization. Health is physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. While 2 to 3% of the population suffer from severe mental disorder, around 10 to 20% suffer from minor mental disorders. This conference has rightly chosen the theme mental illness, recovery and social inclusion. Physically conceptualize phrase of illness into acute maintenance and continuation domains through the acute phase illness management is mostly medical. The recovery phase needs involvement of the family, community and other social support systems. For many people with a mental illness, the concept of recovery is about staying in control of their life. Such an approach, which does not focus on full symptom resolutions but emphasizes resilience and control over problem and life, has been called the recovery. The approach is not just treating or managing symptoms, but focusing on building resilience of people with a mental illness and supporting those in emotional distress. While there is no single definition of concept of recovery for people with mental health problems, there are guiding principles which emphasize hope and strong belief that it is possible for the people with the mental illness can regain meaningful life despite persistent symptoms. Recovery is often referred to as process on outlook with a vision, conceptual framework, or a guiding principle. There is a consensus around the belief that good quality care should be made available to service users to promote recovery both as inpatient and the community. The language of recovery is being increasingly employed in service delivery and mental health policy. The recovery process provides holistic view of the people with the mental illness that focuses on the person, just their symptoms. The process of recovery is possible. It is a journey rather than destination. It does not necessarily imply a return to the total normalcy and a symptomatic phase of the person's life, nor does it suggest a linear process to recovery, but one which may happen in fits and starts, and like life, have many ups and downs. The process calls for optimism and commitment from people with a mental illness, their families, mental health professionals, public health teams, social services, and the community. The recovery process is profoundly influenced by people's expectations and attitudes and requires a well-organized system of support from family, friends, or professionals. It also requires the mental health system, primary care, public health, and social services to embrace a new and innovative ways of working. The recovery model aims to help people with a mental illness and distress to look beyond mere survival and existence. It encourages them to move forward and set new goals. It supports the view that they should get on with their lives, do things and develop relationships that give their lives meaning. While people may not have full control over their symptoms, they can have control over their lives. Recovery is not about getting rid of problems, but seeing beyond person's mental health problems, recognized and fostering their abilities, interests and dreams. It argues against the traditional concepts of mental illness and social attitudes which often impose limits on people experiencing mental ill health.